The physics of fireworks. How does sound work? The force of the explosion of the firework causes the atoms and molecules in the air around it to vibrate. These vibrating particles cause the particles surrounding them to vibrate, and then the particles around those begin to vibrate, and so forth. This movement causes the air to compress and expand, forming differences in pressure, and it is these pressure differences that form the wave. This pressure difference is also what causes our eardrums to vibrate, formulating what we know as sound. When a firework is set off, the sound waves are emitted in all directions. Depending on your distance from the explosion, the intensity of the sound wave will vary. Fireworks produce a sound output that is in the 150 to 175 decibel range. But what does this mean? A decibel is a unit used to express sound intensity. Sound intensity is the power per unit area carried by a wave. As you move farther away from the source of the sound intensity will decrease. This is because as distance increases, the area in which the wave travels increases, while energy levels remain the same, causing a decrease in intensity. This is why, on the 4th of July, fireworks are best viewed from far distances. If you are too close to fireworks, they can be dangerous, as their intensity is very high compared to most comfortable noises, even a jet engine, as seen on this diagram. Now let's talk about light waves and how they describe what you see when a firework is set off. Light waves are different from sound waves. They are an electromagnetic form of energy, while sound waves are mechanical. Because light waves do not depend on a medium like air to travel, they travel at much faster rates than sound. This is why you often see the firework explode before you actually hear the sound.
Chemistry of fireworks. Chemical makeup of fireworks. Fireworks are made of gunpowder, which is 75% potassium nitrate, 15% charcoal, and 10% sulfur. Reaction that occurs. Combustion occurs when the flame in the fireworks fuse comes in contact with black powder, which causes the potassium nitrate, sulfur, and charcoal to combine. This is a heat-producing reaction. The oxidizing agents react with the heat. Oxidizing agents include nitrates, chlorates, and perchlorates. The oxidizing agents break down the chemical bonds in the fuel and release energy. How light and color are produced. Energy absorption and emission produce the colors. Light is produced when electrons become excited as a result of the production of gas. They return to their ground state and emit colored light. The color of the light depends on the chemical used. For example, blues are from copper compounds, yellows from sulfur, and green from barium.
Fireworks, although very pretty, have very ugly side effects on the atmosphere. Fireworks contain harmful greenhouse gases which pollute the air, such as nitrogen, carbon dioxide, ozone, and sulfur dioxide. Nitrogen attributes to acid rain, carbon dioxide attributes to climate change, ozone lowers air quality, and sulfur dioxide can react in the atmosphere to make harmful aerosols. Nearly 14,000 fireworks are set off on the 4th of July every year. This number does not include the 30,000 tons of fireworks shipped to the U.S. every year. Fireworks emit up to 64,340 metric tons of carbon dioxide a year. This is roughly 128,680,000 pounds. Fireworks can increase the amount of acid rain per year. Acid rain is caused by sulfur oxide and nitrous oxide, two of the main chemicals in fireworks. Fireworks do not just contain greenhouse gases, but they also contain a cocktail of harmful chemicals, most of which affect and lower air quality. For example, the increase in surface level ozone, which makes it harder for us to breathe, as stated before.
Fireworks also affect humans and animals. Suspended particulate matters, which are little particles of solids or liquids, are released from fireworks when exploded. Since they are not natural and have chemicals, breathing these in causes lung problems. They cause diseases such as bronchitis, which is the inflammation of bronchial tubes. The sound of fireworks are big threats to ecosystems. Many animals get frightened by the big sounds, such as birds. When birds hear the sounds, they fly off in fear, and many crash and die. Other animals affected are bees, which won't go back to their hives, and wildlife with babies who may abandon their babies in fear.
The effects of fireworks on the environment. Fireworks release a numerous amount of dangerous chemicals which can kill plants and burn down forests. An example of this is wildfires. They are common in dry areas and can be started by sparks let off from fireworks. About 19,000 wildfires are started every year by fireworks. They can sometimes be set off illegally though, leaving behind plastics, metals, salts, and other dangerous gases. These chemicals are especially harmful if they end up in water. They contaminate it. The effects of fireworks on water. They are mostly set off over water to try and prevent wildfires from happening. They still release chemicals into both the atmosphere and oceans, though. They release oxidizers, known as perchlorates, which dissolve into the water, contaminating it. These contaminated water are especially harmful to aquatic life, which can then be consumed by animals and humans, which can spread contamination through both of them.